Welcome to another episode of How Not to Suck at Civilization 5 Brave New World. We're watching our burgeoning Mayan civilization grow through the years. Currently it is 320 BCE. They use BC even though I think historically now they use BCE, standing for Common Era, to be more politically correct. Surprisingly, this game doesn't give a fuck about being politically correct, even though Hitler isn't the German leader, but that's not the point. We're here to learn, people. I'm thinking there's going to be a good lesson coming up soon. Just give a quick refresher for myself and you. We did discover two new Sibs, the Shoshone and the Russians as well. We discovered kind of at once, and then we also got the I believe the Iroquois down there. Aside from Russia, these are kind of more peace-loving civs generally, so that's good news. You can see we have a pathfinder down there checking out our area, which is fine. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. You can see we've got a trade route going between the city to make this one grow quicker. But let's jump right into the action. I was trying to keep in mind a couple things to think about and talk about for this episode. I think we're gonna at some point dip into more complex diplomacy, for one thing, and we should be getting a religion. Oh boy, we got the Colossus there, guys.
We petty men walk under his huge legs and peep about to find ourselves dishonorable graves.
That guy's little narration will not pop in land, but I hope you enjoyed it either way. I know I do. He has a cool voice. Leonard Nimoy did Civ 4. This is great though because we're going to get an additional trade route, which, as you see, we already have filled because I believe we get a free ship. So we'll be moving on to that. Developments for this turn. Looks like a barbarian snuck in. Not really snuck in. We knew they would be coming. So first things first, we need to. Oh, I didn't even know we had that. Well, while we're here, we might want to talk about upgrading units. Just to give you guys tactical analysis, this barbarian can move here in one turn, and then here or here in one turn, which is what he's most likely going to do. I'm not worried about that. Not sending my Adelatist out immediately. Also, here you'll see a new icon called Upgrade Unit. As you go throughout the years, you'll get better tech, and when you have a associated unit, they can upgrade. There's a whole upgrade tree. So there's certain units which are kind of like not as useful, specifically like the Lancers. You can get from like medieval era, and you can't really upgrade them till like the atomic era. But these Adelatists replace archers. So all of the civs would have archers instead of an Adelatist. They upgrade to the composite bowman, which just gives them more power. And that's actually something I want to do right now, just because I don't have much in the way of defense, and to show you what it looks like. So you have to spend a certain amount of gold. It says 60. I have the 60 needed. Also, we're getting 26 a turn, so goddamn. We're going to do that. Boom. What you should know is that when you upgrade them, that is their turn, is doing that. And you can see their image changed. Also, they have 11 strength instead of 6, I think they had before. But note, they keep their improvement, which is really good. So if you have a really good unit, if you keep upgrading them, they'll stay modern and they'll stay relevant. We can have our city attack, because we won't be killing everyone. We may as well just soften them up a little bit. Alright, so I've got a Pantheon. Dance of the Aurora was actually one I was actually considering, because I have so many Aurora tiles, so many Tundra tiles. So will most civs. But I had so many fishing boats, and I was kind of starved for hammers. I went that direction, so might have been a misstep on my part, but whoever picked it kind of picked it later in the game, so I'm not terribly worried. Alright, so we finished the Colossus in our main city. Now we have to work on something else. We could take a look at the things we have. Barracks is a unit that is actually really pretty useful. As you can see, it gives you plus 15 experience points for all units. I don't use them a lot when I'm not intending on going militaristic, but they are useful. Don't neglect them. I neglect them a lot. So what that basically means is that if you have a barracks and you make a new unit, they essentially get one free upgrade, which will give you a nice edge in most combats. Walls are good if you have sort of like a city on the border of your empire, but I use them really rarely. They're sort of like a last thing I have nothing else to build. Coliseum is good. They cost maintenance, but they increase your happiness. And like I've mentioned before, in harder Civ difficulties, this is more important. The Lighthouse, this is actually something I sort of want to prioritize, mainly because +1 food from coast and ocean tiles, and I do have a lot of that. And you also get an additional food from fish, not crab, however, but can't have everything. We also have a couple. I think we terracotta armies new. This one's really good for military. If you can proc it just right, it's really good because it doubles every single thing you have in your military. I believe gets copied, which can be, you can literally, go from like middle of the line military to like strongest military in one turn if you build this at the right time. This one's a little harder to pull off, and its benefit of just having it around isn't that great. We've already covered the Statue of Zeus. Hanging Gardens. I actually like Hanging of Gardens as far as these things go. The reason being is that I usually go tradition, and this is a tradition wonder only. Another reason is that the +6 food and the free guarding you get it with is really nice in a capital, because we'll talk more about great people, but gardens help you build great people quicker. And the food bonus is just great. Even higher end, like really competitive players will still maybe go for Hanging Gardens because it's a decent one to get. I went for the Colossus, and I generally don't go wonders back to back. I usually have a backlog of stuff I need to do. But my money situation is looking so good right now, I'm probably just going to outright buy a boat when I need it. So I'm actually going to work on the Hanging Gardens. Let's take a look how our citizens are working here. Right now we're on the default focus. I'm going to see if I can get Hanging Gardens down in turns to build. I'm going to do production focus. Doesn't change anything really there. You will see the reticule doesn't change at all, but if I went to something like food focus, it did change a little bit. My growth would go a little bit quicker. But I think for now we'll keep on that. 8 turns is a pretty big investment in a quick-paced game. I can take a look at how everyone else is doing, see what I'm kind of lagging behind in. Soldiers, I'm not terribly worried about. Approval, that is something that will get better with time, especially if I can start trading for other luxuries. Population, crop yield, GNP, we're doing good for gold and science, and those are two things that I usually play with as a priority. So let's see what our units want to do. We have a spearman here. He has just, I think, finished healing, which is why he's asking me for instructions. We have a mine scout out there who's probably going to finish healing soon too. I don't think it would be too crazy to say we should probably have that guy step out and deal with these guys. And you'll see, because we built that road, well, right here it's actually different. I don't have bridges yet. When there's a bridge, it'll be better. I actually, I'll start moving. I will lose a gold or two per turn, but I have these guys moving in for the same reason. Hopefully I can upgrade those guys too. So, alright, now these guys are asking me for instructions probably for more than one reason. One is probably because there's barbarians nearby and they're scared, and I understand their fear. But let's go ahead and build our first lumber mill. Because fucking lumber mills are great. They take those essentially useless forests and make them into hammers. Just checking out what's up here. Possibility of putting a city over here, but I really need a luxury resource to make it worth my while. And in fact, if I would change that construction to anything, I might even do. Ooh, that was a mistake. I should have reviewed the video. I forgot there was a camp there. Well, my spearman can go back. We will have time to deal with that. Alright. Guys, realize you will make mistakes and you will forget stuff, and it's okay. Just, do what you can. Looks like they finished the camp here. That's fantastic. We don't have a lot of land on this side to work with. So let's just see you get them back and see what they can do. This is our new cargo ship. This is the one we got for free for just being cool with the Colossus. Any new people I can trade with? Yes. Now see, this is one of the reasons why you really want to discover people. Now here is one of the more, I would say, hard to figure out what the hell happens thing. Trade with other major civs. All my city-state options are out. And if you actually look when I mouse over, it'll show me the trade route. That's important in case there's barbarians raiding the seas. I think from our map we kind of know there shouldn't be barbarians in this area. There's so much civ stuff going on. So I'm not worried about that happening. Anyway, so here, it will say the arrows going away is usually the gold per turn that you get, even though it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And there's a bonus, of course, for using that the sea route, which is why, if you can, do sea trade routes. And you see your science gain. Pocatello has discovered one technology that you do not know. They are receiving 0 science on this route due to your cultural influence over them. Total 1 science. So with these, you always end up making money. But you can see, like, if I go here, I'll make less money. That's because Mosankani is probably their capital. That's why it has 7 for a population. So I want to go here just because I'm going to get more of a benefit. They're going to get a little bit of a benefit, but I'll get more in the way of gold. They're also going to get some science per turn because I know more stuff than them. That's how that works. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Our gold went to 32 a turn. Do you guys remember a number of turns ago we were like wondering if we could fund the military, and now we're looking flush. Alright, let's see what next turn brings. I can't forget about this barbarian camp. I really can't afford to do that again. And I also forgot to maybe change that over to a settler. I don't want to wait much longer because I think they might come down with a settler, but I guess I'll see it before it comes. Alright, so I'm going to shoot on that guy. I'm going to move my composite bowman out just so he will have difficulty getting over here, but either way I'm going to shoot him and probably kill him. That's right, die barbarian scum. Alright, I didn't even need to necessarily move them out, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. We got a new Pantheon out there, that's good. Time to move my spearmen back home, move these guys out because we got to check out that camp. Alright. So I want to search up as far north as I can here. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we're talking. They gave us faith, which is really nice of them. So some are religious. Usually they have little icons that tell you. There's a nearby camp that they're worried about. But we can click on that to center us on it. That's something that's going to take a lot of turns for us to work out. So yeah, that's something that... Hello? Hi. No, I'm good. D&D's tonight. Thanks. Sorry about that. That was my dad asked me for a stuffed pepper. It could be worse. Where was I? Yes. So, yes, Jerusalem is there. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to help them out with that, but I do want to explore this area. The more people I can be in touch with, the better, just overall. That's also a trading opportunity. At some point, that might be good. Especially if I can get this area of ocean patrolled with another boat. So, all things considered, that's pretty awesome. Let's see what's going on here. Unit needs orders. Yes. Our scout is doing his scouting duty here. Looks like they're sending a guy over. I'm not sure if that's part of maybe a group of guys to put down some... maybe a settler, but that's something I definitely want to keep an eye out on. This guy's here. I think he finished healing up. Pretty sure I can't embark them. Let's try just get into friendly territory. Cahokia likes us, so they'll get a little less bitchy at us. We've got our spearmen there. I'm going to have them kind of follow behind for now. Again, there's not much we can do over here for barbarians because Mosankani and Moscow and Onondaga will take care of it. Yes, our worker. Looking for work. I suppose you could just go there and oh, that's not actually in our territory. Wow, that was really dumb of me. Oh, okay. I guess I could work on building one there. It's good to have workers kind of working in tandem. You can cover more territory that way, and projects, especially like roads, get done a lot quicker. It'll be important to get that done. What are we waiting on? Sorry, I thought I hit the button. Always make sure to hit the button. Sometimes you won't. Always be sure to check if there's any sort of a hanging. When you're in land, a lot of people yell at you if you forgot to press a button. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a long turn, guys. We got to talk about religion. I knew it was going to happen, but let's see if we can get some of the minor stuff out of the way we already know about. Will this kill him? It will not, so we'll do that. I'm going to move him back to the city, only so I get the garrison bonus on gold. There's no reason to waste gold. Kill that guy. We're essentially getting free culture from this, so I'm on board. They're going to keep coming, I'm going to keep killing them. Alright. We're almost... Our spearman is moving out. Yes, so maybe I'll move that guy there. If they try moving in, I can shoot him from the mountain. Can he embark from here? Ah, okay. So something about early units embarking is that it says you can only embark from your territory, but if you are an allied with a city-state, you can do it from here. As you can see, my land unit becomes a little boat. They're extremely weak, so you have to be careful about just kind of leaving them out in the open. Don't let that happen. We actually kind of flank them with these guys. My mine scout's probably about as quick as one of those boats is anyway, so I will bring them over this way. I know I should probably cut that visibility, but I don't want to get sniped, so we're over here looking at the boat. Just going up the coast. Ooh, ruins. There might be more people up this way. It'd be good to discover them. Alright, so there are two main actions you can do with a great prophet. One is something with your religion, or you can do something, you'll see this, you can construct what's called a holy site. If you're not intending to make religion, and some civs it doesn't make sense, you might get your first prophet really late in the game, you can just go ahead and drop it to make a tile improvement. Like this right here, if this is going to be useless to me, this isn't that great of a tile, you would throw a holy site there. But I said at the outset of this game, we want to go religion, we're going to be focusing on theology as far as attack, and you know, we get bonuses from our basic buildings for religion, so it makes sense. Alright, so you'll see that was actually a great person too, a great prophet. So that was like our first example. He's usually the first one you're going to get. So now that I did that, found a religion. So you get to pick one of these icons. See, one of them's already been taken. That's probably by Russia. This is purely cosmetic. In Civ 4 it wasn't, but now it is. We're trying to teach, and Shinto has sort of a pedagogical looking arch there. Let's pick the Shinto. So now you have a couple things to pick: a founder belief and a follower belief. So this is the founder belief is just for you. There's a lot of things to look at here, I'm not going to lie. And the bonuses you get here are going to be based on what you want for your civ. There are a lot of different quote-unquote good ones. All of them are technically good, but some are way better than others. Ones that do gold bonuses are generally considered better. Tithe is usually a personal favorite. If it hasn't, that's usually the first one to get snatched up. +1 gold for every 4 followers of religion. Right now it's not that big of a deal, but if you really focus on spreading religion, this can be more than 50% of your GDP. So you really want to get this if you can. Others help with happiness, science, influence, other things. They're not terrible, but tithe is a good one. Initiation rites are good too. Church property. But I'll definitely take tithe because it hasn't been taken. Follower belief, much like the other ones, there's going to be a lot of options here. A lot like Pantheon. Pantheon, there's even more options, but there's a couple. If you're going more for a religious-centric one, you want things that are going to keep building your faith. Each world wonder provides 2 faith, cathedrals. They also have monasteries and pagodas. You can actually get multiples of these, and these are actually separate buildings that you'll make only with faith. They're really powerful and good, and definitely worth it. Religious art's really good if you're planning on a cultural victory. Religion, much like gold, gives you a lot of flexibility. You get faith and you can spend it on something else. And it's a good way to start seeding more too, so you have to be careful. Religious center, this is really going to harder difficulty. See, it says temples provide. Ours is like called the pyramid, so we don't have to worry about that. I like, personally, I like one of the building ones. I'd probably go for the, they're all kind of balanced in a different way. Cathedrals give you a great work of art slot, but I'm going to go for monasteries. For pagodas, because I think it also goes with Shinto. Do that. So you see, now that I've selected all those things, I get found religion option. Done. See a little icon there. You'll see, however, we do not have an icon here. These guys are just following our old pagan beliefs. These guys have like an organized religion. You can do things to spread it, and we'll talk about how to spread religion as it comes up. Right now, though, when you mouse over the religion icon on a city, it'll show you like the situation. So right now there's pressure. Pressure is sort of like a cultural pressure. People are believing this, and other people kind of want to fit in. Over here, there's no pressure at all. Over time, it's going to grow. They're connected cities, they're allied cities, they're from the same culture. It's only a matter of time. If I go somewhere like, take a look at my trade routes. Let's see, trading with Mosankani. The nature of this, you'll see right here. I'm actually giving them 9 Shinto influence. So their religion right now is, of course, that. As the turns go on, that influence is going to grow, and there's going to be people over there believing my religion. And because we have tithe, I'll be getting money just for that. So you can see why already that's a kind of a powerful bonus to have. Religion's an interesting mechanic, and not one you want to ignore completely. You can later use faith. You see how you have a gold/faith purchased? When I get enough faith, I can buy stuff like missionaries with enough faith, but I'll need to build up more. Missionaries are great, of course, because they let you spread your religion. So, all right, that's enough of religion explanation. Let's see what else the next turn brings. So, guys, we got the Shinto religion, because the Mayans are known for their Shinto ways. Hopefully, we can spread it to some of these guys too. That'll be important. Oh, look, more guys lined up to die. Good for them. Good for them. These guys will get through, but they won't be able to pillage anything. So I'm not terribly worried again. They finally finished a granary. They're gonna be growing quick. I'd like to get a library down just to kind of help our science output. Our science isn't the worst, but we have a lead, and we don't want to lose our lead. The bigger of a lead you have, usually in science, there's ways for other cultures to pick up the slack, especially with spies, which is another thing I'm sure we'll get into when it comes up. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm trying to grow them as quickly as possible, but they have plenty of help. You see that they're going to be growing again in 3 turns, and they're only 5 behind our capital. So that being said, a library would be a good idea. You'll see that I can build the wonders too. I can't build hanging gardens because only one city can work at it at a time within your own culture. They take a lot longer because this city is small and it sucks. And that's usually the case for your quote-unquote satellite cities. I can build units. I would consider doing that with a settler, but I still think I might just buy one outright. But yeah, let's focus on library for him. Him, her. It's a city. It's probably a her. For some reason, cities get like a different gender. Go there, see what's up. Go there, come on, what's up? Alright. Gotta move these guys because I want to be swinging down and see what's up over there. they're all embarking. You also see embarking always takes their entire movement, or what's left of it. Because it's a pretty costly maneuver, I guess. These guys I can probably move right up there. They're going to be overlooking, and maybe we can do enough damage to take over that one camp. Unlikely, but we can damage them some and put pressure on them and prevent them from spawning. So far, nothing up there. Thought I was actually going to meet up with a some sort of a pirate vessel, but so far so good. Alright. Once I get that camp dealt with... Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we tried and we failed. Okay. So, Pocatello has completed the Hanging Gardens. It's a good way to learn. Every time you take a World Wonder, you take a risk. It's going to tell you right there where it is. All your efforts kind of gets converted into gold. So we got a little bump in gold you might have saw. We also know that we're doing tradition now too. That's letting us know Cape Town's not going to be our friend soon. Worst things could happen. Well, we didn't really finish now, did we? We still have, if I'm correct, one fishing boat still to make for right there. Let's just get that out of the way, and then maybe we'll focus on making that. Well, actually, Settler's only 2 turns. Yeah, let's actually go for Settler. Just to kind of rip the band-aid off. Here I'm also going to put on production focus. Not that it's going to change anything, but I don't need to waste it on doing other stuff. Gold, production, gold, same difference. Alright. Promote a unit. Yes, this guy's been sniping away barbarians for days now. Well, I think I'll still get the culture bonus from killing them with the city. So I'll do that. Yep, okay, good. I'll take a little hit on money here. And take a shot at... Ooh, I can't take a shot at them. I will move there. I don't want them to come in and be able to pillage. Alright, so what's developing here? It looks like a big mess. They can hurt them, but probably not kill them. But those scouts have seen a lot of stuff, and if they see a few more battles, it's okay. Here comes my my heavily armored guys, ready to regulate. Probably doing a little bit of overkill there, but unfortunately, these guys are still here, and they're going to keep bothering me. I can't... my borders have expanded. I can get there this turn, because I really like to be able to build a lumber mill there. But to be fair, I'd probably want to start building on this side of the river here. I'll keep this guy on that side. That's a good division of labor, if I ever seen one. Oh, wait, no, I don't want you to do anything. I want you to move in. I'm taking a bit of a risk, because if I move those guys into the range of these archers, they can get really fucked up while they're in the ocean. So I gotta be careful with my movement. Now there's ice here. See, I can't move beyond it. Very much later on, you can get something called the submarine that can go under it, but don't think it's gonna happen. Alright, so that seems about good. Yep. Okay, so I mean, I've been purposely neglecting the destruction of these 2 camps. I really need to stop that as a course of action, because it's... Oh, dear goodness. Well, we have a golden age. And maybe I will finish this lesson with this golden age dawning. We've got a lot of things happening all at once. So golden age tells you right there, you're just going to be making stuff quicker, more gold, more everything, and everything is going to go off all at once. It's pretty great when it happens. We did have some bad developments, which is that a pirate vessel, a little barbarian galley, spawned right there, and I need to get these guys to land. So you're at a lattice. If I can get him to land, he's safe because they have no naval defense as far as a unit goes. So I'm going to throw them right there. They're safe, and I'm happy. I can't move them any place that I would consider safe this turn, so I'm actually just going to move them there. I don't want to waste the movement of disembarking, but the likelihood they're going to go all the way there with these guys right nearby is not as likely, so I'd really like those guys to shoot that ship up. Beautiful. Alright. Can you guys take out the camp? Oh, they can take out the camp. How wonderful. Even if those archers move into the forest or here, they won't be able to shoot this guy. So, this actually means my efforts here are not as necessary for the spearmen. I'm actually going to move them back so we can kind of regroup and figure out what to do. Whether to go after this camp or that camp. Depends. Alright, this worker. Yes, I wanted him there. I wanted him working on more lumber mills. I can have this guy kind of directly path there. Here's this guy. He's just going to be sniping away. See, he does a lot of damage now. Ooh, almost took him out in one shot. Alright, so we have a religion. We have a golden age. Things are really going to be rocking soon. Golden ages only last a certain amount of time, of course. Okay, actually I'll buy that workboat now while I'm thinking about it, so I won't forget for next episode. Also, buying workboats is extremely inefficient. I've seen the breakdown. Yeah, we have a religion, we have a golden age. We're really going to now start, we want to get this third city going, get that kind of established, and then we want to start pushing our influence out on the rest of the world. We're going to have a nice port city here, talk to Onondaga. Things are looking pretty good for the Mayans right now. I hope you guys have learned something from this lesson of how not to suck at Civ 5 Brave New World. Thank you for joining me, and as always, game hard and game well.